Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. As you can see by my binder magazine here, rack holder thing, I am going to be building stages 15 to 20 in a Fanhome release, build the World of Warcraft Lich King. No sooner had I made a video, remember, of the Toyota Supra saying I'm missing a part. Today I'm not missing any parts, it's all good. But what I have got are 6 magazines here. I've got stage 15 and I've got stage 15. I've got no instructions for stage 16 and there's no PDFs for me online of how to do stage 16. So guess what? I'm going to do it blind and hopefully I'd be able to figure out how it goes together. It looks like a shoulder section or something. I'm not sure, but we're going to find that out together. If you do want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description. There's also that QR code on the screen which shows you all of the builds that I'm doing on the channel. But without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, so if you remember in the last pack, we had the foot here. We had worked on the shin area as well, looking like that. Let's just put that to one side and look at stage 15. So good. I've got the magazine twice. So this is, oh my God, there's that spider from yesterday. Hang on a second. Look, there it is. It's coming down. Okay. I'm going to do some ghost busting on the spider. Hang on a second. Okay, the spider catastrophe was avoided. I'm happy. That won't happen again. Just to make sure there's no cobwebs there at all. Okay, so we're going to be doing the right hip joint. And we've got all of these parts here that I'm going to be putting together just like that. And that is how that joint is looking. This is the rest of the magazine. Okay, so here is stage 15. Very heavy pack. So this is going to be a lot of metal parts again. You heard that as I dropped it. Always check this area just here, because sometimes you get parts in there. Okay, so we're going to be putting all of this together, which means I'm going to need this metal square section first. Then I'm going to need this spindle and the spring. And as you can see, there is a pointed end at the end here, which is going to basically be going into this area just here. So I'm just going to feed this in and I'll show you how this looks. So it's sitting in just like that. I don't want that coming out, so we do have this clip which is going to go over the top and it is going to be pushed in all the way. Quite a tough thing to do, but a bit of elbow grease in there. That's going to be in, and that's going to enable that to be spring loaded there. Perfect. I'm then going to be putting this part of the hip joint into here. Again, this is quite a tight thing initially, but once it's in perfectly like that. Turn this over, and then on the other side I've got this ratchet which is going to go in this side. Again, this is shaped so it can only go in one way. That's going to go in there like that, and I'm holding that in with a GM screw. I have got that here, so get that screwed in nice and tight. And then what we want to do is we want to engage this into this part just here and make sure it's pushed down so it's flush in there like that, because I want to keep it in that direction while I put this top piece here on, which is going to be going in just like that. Hopefully you can see that in the light. I don't want to bring over what we created in the last pack, which looks just like this. This is now going to be piecing both of these parts together. So just lining it up, put them together. Very heavy joint. This is going to be excellent. And then I'm going to be holding this in with 6 LM screws, which I've got here. If I just get one in first, just to make sure that holds everything together. Perfect. And I'm going to put the other 5 screws in. Now, as I said, this whole thing is metal. So each screw is getting a dunking in oil. And there you go. With that completed, that's all there is to do in that stage. So as teased, in stage 16, as you can see, they've sent me exactly the same magazine. Just double checking. Yeah, exactly the same. So can't use that. Let's look at the parts. Thank God there isn't hardly anything to do, so I don't think I can go too far wrong with this, he says. Let's have a look and see if we can't figure this out. So we do have a spring, which I'm guessing is going to go over this spindle here. So then I'm guessing this is going to be fitting into an area probably there. And it seems like I've got some flange screws here. There's no way for that to be locked in anywhere. I'm guessing this goes in here. Let's put that in first. So I've got that locked in just like that there. Then I'm guessing these flange screws might be to actually attach one of these to this. Now I don't know what way round this goes. So once that's in, the flange screw on the other side is going to hold it in. So I'm having a think, because I do want this to be engaged to that there. So I'm just looking at how this is going to line up there. So it's going to be going in that way, but does it go in this way here or this way here? I don't know. Let's go and look at the next instruction in stage 17 just ahead, so I can get this the right way round. And look at this. How lucky am I here? Look, in stage 17, we will look at this in detail in a second. We're doing the other side, the right side. So it does tell me exactly as it needs to go. So I have put that in the right place. And now I can put this in exactly as it goes. So that's very lucky. So I now know that this is going to be going in this side here. Just like this. I need to engage it into this point just here. So it might be a case of just pushing this back so I can get this down. I am going to use a hammer just for a bit of percussive force in here. There you go. That's in. Perfect. And as you can see, creates quite a hard little friction grip there. Put one of these in. Oh, I'm so happy that I can see those instructions mirrored. To hold this in, I've got this flange screw just going on top here. So not only have I confirmed I've done that right, I've also confirmed I've put that in the right way, because that is all there is to do in that stage. So let's have a quick look at stage 17 magazine. Now we know what we're doing. We're going to do exactly the same on the other side. It's looking like this. Exactly the same way, just putting this into the other side like that. Excellent. I suppose it's a godsend that I did get the right parts. Wrong magazine, right parts. But we know exactly how to put this together now. So once again, I'm just taking the spring, putting that in there, attaching this into this cavity here. So it's fitting in flush, and then I'm going to be putting this on the other side. I am thinking I'm putting a bit of oil just on this spindle, just to make things a bit easier to slide this in. That's a lot easier this time. What I am going to need though is definitely my hammer, just to line that up. There you go. Put that in. And once again, another flange screw here. To put that in. So obviously this is going to be housing the legs, I'm guessing, because we've got two parts close together. This is the buttocks. Okay, that's all there is to do in that stage. Okay, stage 18. Here is the instructions. I found that a lot more rewarding doing it without the instructions, I have to say. Okay, so we've got the back of the left thigh we're going to be putting on. So we're going to be extending onto the buttocks. I'm saying that because of Forrest Gump, if you've seen that film. Okay, let's do this. I'm having far too much fun today. It's that spider's unnerved me. And it's my victory over the spider. It's no coincidence that I'm doing something that's based on like Dungeons and Dragons-y sort of thing World of Warcraft is. And I've been attacked by a spider. Okay, so we've got the fire that we're about to be putting in now. So let's get this around the right way. It's going to be going around this way with the lit section facing towards me. I'm going to be putting this into place just over the top here. Now it's actually fitting kind of like that. So on the other side, that's how it's looking. This is metal, just so you know. This isn't plastic. This whole subframe inside looks to be metal, held in with GM screws. And I'm going to need 4 of these. And I'm kind of guessing that in the next stage, we're going to be doing the other one on the other side. Let's just get that in. That means that spider, just out of curiosity, I did a live stream last night for the members. Must have been there. It hasn't moved off that camcorder. It's never happened in this workshop before, I have to say. It'll be talked about for ages. Do you remember the Great Spider Attack of 2025? But there you go. Quite a quick stage, that one. So I'm probably guessing in stage 19 we're doing the other side. Let's have a check. We are doing the other side. So that's looking just like that. And it's just going to be exactly the same way with the lip section facing down. This going on top here. So that's now looking like that. And once again, these screws to hold this into place. And once again, 4 of these. I'm using my PH1 because they do need to be in tight. Out of all the figures we've built, it might be worth saying on the channel, just seeing this internal structure, this is definitely the most, I don't know, stable, if you like. I think it's because of the amount of metal and the way they've done these joints, which has made it that way. But there you go. With that in, that's all there is to do in that stage. Just so you know, these are able to move just like that, as you can see. Perfect. So the final stage of this pack, stage 20. Here's the magazine. No idea what we're doing. Oh, we've got the other sides of the those joints now. So that's going in just like that there. So that's how it's looking when it's finished. So here you go, stage 20. Now, even though those back parts were metal, the whole thing doesn't need to be metal now. Just the parts that are going to house the joint sections. Obviously, it would be too heavy if everything was metal, but these are now the covers which are going over the top. So this one's going to be going on here like that. And this one is going over here like that. So these are plastic. And I've got GM screws here, a bag of these. And I'm going to need to put 5 in each side. They are still going into metal. Just see if my PH1 screwdriver fits. It does. So I'll get all 5 in on each side. So that's 10 screws in total. So the last screw just going in here. And that is all 10 screws in place. And that's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. I'm going to say that was quite rewarding. Being able to do that with a missing stage. No problems at all. Very heavy. But as you can see, we do have the butt section pretty much done. And we've got the thighs to do yet still. And we're going to be extending onto that, obviously, when we've done the knees. So I think it's all about the legs at the moment that we're going to be doing. All good. If you do want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description. You do have that QR code on the screen. Please remember to subscribe, and I really do hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. Other than that, take care.